Should be good now. Okay, hello everybody. Give me a minute to make sure this is live because just a lot going on here. There we go, that's a little better. More better. Okay, hello everybody. Give me a minute to make sure this is live. Make sure I'm not going to cause a car accident here. There's a little storm that's trying to go up. And I just don't have my stuff together. I'll be honest with you, I really didn't plan on being out today, but it's just so close to home and it's such a high risk that we got to be out. And, you know, I don't technically have a working vehicle right now. Well, I mean, we got this, but so I had to, you know, this vehicle is still equipped. And the only thing is that I forget, and I'll explain this again in a second. I forgot that I don't have any 12 volt power in this vehicle, like the cigarette plugs and all that and the USB plugs. That stuff is disconnected because I had to borrow the circuit breaker off of it a long time ago, like a year ago, and I forgot to put it back in, and I went to plug stuff in today, and I'm like, oh my God, I've got no 12 volts on this damn truck. And everything that we do runs 12 volts, the camera, you know, everything. So I turned back around to my office and I grabbed a bunch of USB battery packs. I got some 50,000 milliamp hour battery packs. Every device has a pack running, so we should be okay, but I have to conserve a little bit. I've got Starlink in here, but it's just on the dash. Basically, today was the day that I was going to try to sort the vehicles out, but I got to be out. We got a moderate risk for tornadoes, so I got to be out. So I just, you know, all this would have been sorted out if it would have been tomorrow, but whatever. We're out here doing it. You know, we got lights, we got 4 tires, gas, and internet. So we should be able to make something work. I kind of sort of have a roof camera. I have to manually point it where we want to point it, which is going to be kind of weird, but we got this little cell trying to form. And I'm near Bloomington. Got kicked out of the Loves, basically. I'm actually not joking. Give me a second, I'll tell you about it. They don't like me, or any of us, apparently. Seriously. But that was kind of cool. I mean, kind of kicked out, kind of not. I don't know. They didn't have their facts straight. But we're in Bloomington right now, and I think I'm actually going to pull over at this gravel pit and just watch this little cell try to form. So here's the story, right? So there's a bunch of storm chasers at the Loves, and the Loves Police Department, which was also the 3 guys taking out the garbage. They came out, and they were going around everybody. They're like, You can't video here. You have to turn everything off. No cameras allowed. There is like, you know, there's privacy, and you have to have release forms signed with our social media department. And I'm just like, oh really? Yeah, sure. Okay, man. And it kind of just blew him off. And so I tweeted about it. I was like, that was kind of shitty, because here's my thing. Like, if you guys just don't want all these people here, like, if you want me to leave, just come up and be like, hey, man, get out of here. Like, we don't like you. Just get out of here. And I'd be like, okay, man, whatever. It's your property. That's fine. But they came up and they basically lied to me, and they were like, you need these forms. I'm like, no, I don't. That's not how. Like, if I want to stand on the sidewalk and videotape your parking lot, I can do that. If you want to kick me off of your property, that's fine, but you can't tell me that I need a signed release form to have people in your business on video. I wasn't even videoing, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. If that's how you want to be, then I guess I just won't patronize your business anymore. Like, that was just like I said, if they didn't want us there, all he had to do was be like, hey, man, really don't like storm chasers, get lost. And like, we could have just got lost, but whatever. So we have a chance at some tornadoes today. Let's test everything. Okay, so I have this here, that there. Let me make sure. Oh yeah. You guys ready? You guys might not be ready for this type of roof camera. So this is going to be a throwback to the beginning. Remember this? And then when we turn a corner, we got to do that. And then, oh no, we turned another corner, and then I got to reach my hand out the window and pry the magnet off and then do that again. Oh my God. Can you believe this is how we used to operate? This is how I used to run my life. Seriously, some of you guys know. That's how we used to do it all the time before I had the motorized mount. Definitely not a new ride, Jimmy. I've had this thing for going on 4 years now, believe it or not. Had this thing a long time. So they're supposed to be issuing a tornado watch soon. So the Love's Twitter account just messaged me and said they will take care of it. Here's what I think is funny. So like I said something about this, and like all these like weather people are trying to cancel me on Twitter. How dare you tweet about the Loves kind of sucking? But then the people at Loves sent me an extensive message basically kissing my rear, being like, oh my God, we're going to take care of this. Because Loves has actually followed me. See, this is what was ironic about this was Loves follows me on Twitter. Like, like, you need our social media's permission. I'm like, dude, they follow me. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Loves. I'm not a big fan of any of these truck stops anymore. Not even Buc-ee's, guys. Like, they're just all taking a dump. It's just not... It's not the same no more. I don't think any of them... I don't know, man. They're certainly not Quick Trip. I mean, even Quick Trip's falling apart. Yeah, these people on Twitter are like, you have no right to film on private property. I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about, dude. Chill. Oh my God. Like, totally went over your head. Totally went over your head. Smooth brained. I think this might be our storm. Let me show you on Radar Omega what it looks like. So here's our storm. I think this might be it. We got this 15% moderate risk. Western Illinois into Western Illinois into Western Indiana, or Northwest. I mean, depends. North Central, whatever you call that part of Illinois. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is technically Northern Illinois. Some people call it Central Illinois. I don't know. So there's our storm, and there's my star. Here's our Starlink setup for the day. I mean, it'll work. I don't have a mount on the roof. I have a mount, but it's just not on the roof. The plug is up there. We basically can just kind of sit and watch this for a little bit. But I mean, it'll work out just fine up there. So we got to find where the warm front is, and then basically whatever storm stays south of the warm front, which looks like it's from like Galesburg, Illinois, to Lakin, to Streeter, Pontiac area, over to Kankakee. Anything that's south of that in the warm air should have the best chance at being a tornado or hail or something. As soon as it gets into that cold air, it's not going to be much. Anyway. Today might be a big day, or not. Or not. I mean, let's be real. Rachel, I don't even know. I actually just answered your question without even reading it. I don't know. I see. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I haven't looked at anything. Like, God dang it, the freaking bee, Jesus, freaking March DMB just flew at me. God bless America. See, Illinois, freaking nobody likes us in Illinois. God dang. Probably got to pay a tax for that too. But anyway, I don't know. I haven't looked at anything. You know, I'm trying to get my stuff sorted out, guys. You know, we've got our research project coming up here in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I can't keep a goddamn vehicle running. You know, I feel like everything I've done in life has fallen apart. You know, just everything's fallen apart. It's just, it ain't a good year. I mean, it's really hard to, and where I'm going with this is that I just haven't been paying attention to it. I just, because I've been nonstop trying to figure shit out. And everything's just been crap all at once. And, you know, we'll work through it. It's just, God, give me a break for a minute. You know? So, just everything breaks at once, you know? It's just, I don't know, guys, but I've got a couple of vehicle options. I'm trying to probably get rid of my new Tahoe, honestly, just passing it along. See, Carrie did a really nice job putting that motor in, but I wonder if we got a bad motor or if it's just something electrical or something, because that motor all of a sudden started misfiring on the way home. I checked the plugs, swapped the coils, swapped the wires, did a compression test, which makes me think the engine is fine. I did a compression test and they're all equal. I forgot what they were, but you know, it was like what, 180 or something. It was what it should be. So it's not like we have a bad piston or a bad valve or AFM issue. But it's also a similar issue to what we had before, and it makes me wonder if it's an issue that exists on the truck that killed the last motor. So I looked at fuel pressure. You know, I swapped injectors around. I cleaned injectors, which is a pain in the rear on those high pressure injectors underneath the manifold. And I did everything. I checked fuel. I manually checked the fuel pressure. I unplugged the PCM or ECM, whatever you want to call it, and made sure everything was dry. Battery voltage. I've grounds. I checked every ground on that. And I'm not sure. I'm at a loss. So I actually I got one more thing I want to look at it tomorrow, and if it absolutely is not something I can figure out, we're going to pass that along to somebody else who's got the time to F around with it and put that money into something else, because it's just, you got to be careful out here. Otherwise, what happens is you end up in a hole with these cars. Yeah, we could have hail up there north of Warren. Yeah, the entire moderate risk zone's got a good shot at big hail, too. It could be the ECU, Patrick, but you know, everything tests good. You know, I took my voltage tester and I checked ohms and everything seems fine. I traced the entire wiring harness, and so did Carrie, because I mean he put the damn thing in and he had to touch every part of it, and I touched every part of it. It's good. I don't know. Hey, I just heard thunder. It's just dumb shit, guys, because I'm just tired of being piss poor. I'm tired of being broke. You know, here's my thing, you know, this Tahoe, knock on wood, that I'm in now has served us so well. I want to find another one. I want to go find another like 2008, 2009 Tahoe, but I'd like a four-wheel drive one. I don't want anything after 2011 because of the 6L80. The problem is, too, I'm also like, once we get the truck back or sorted out or whatever we're doing with that, I'm even nervous of that thing, too, because it's so new. It's like, God, I'm just waiting for that thing to have a problem, you know? Yeah, watch out for tornadoes today down here, guys. I think we're going to want to motor out of here. Let me try to adjust the camera a little bit. Get a wider view. 85 in St. Louis. Wow. Nice. Okay. Let's try to avoid the interstate. Yeah, let's just go over at 37. See, and here's the thing, guys. Like, I really don't need four-wheel drive. What I was actually thinking about was trying to find another one of these PPVs, and that's two-wheel drive, and just using it most of the time, and then when we need four-wheel drive, using truck. Because, man, they're just so much easier to fix. So much cheaper to run. I don't really need four-wheel drive most of the time, but when I need four-wheel drive, I want the option, even if it means switching a vehicle. A Volvo from 2012? Yeah, probably. Older cars were just so much better. See, honestly, I would love to drive the Explorers out here, but I can't get comfortable in them. It's the seat. And I don't know, maybe I could put a different seat in it. Maybe get a different seat from like a non-police Explorer. Maybe they're comfier, but I can't get comfortable in them. And I know that might sound kind of ridiculous, but man, you spend so many hours of the day. Oh man, I need to get that out of the road. You spend so many hours of the day in your vehicle that you got to have it be comfy. At least comfy enough to sit. That's a board with nails in it. I got to back up and get that out of the road. Somebody's going to smoke a tire on that. Hold on, let me get that quick. Also, let me make sure my lights are working too. Crown Vic, honestly, yeah, but you look like a tool bag. That is a railroad tie with nails in it. Ugh. Bet it came off this dude's truck too. Watch this. I'm just gonna chuck it over here. It's his problem now. Like, I hate to be a dick, but you can come get it. Just wanted to get it off of the road. I'm telling you guys, somebody was. It was probably gonna be a storm chaser too. Somebody was about to smoke that and have a really bad day. Yeah, I could have carried it down to you, dude. But yeah, hi. I could have, but. Whatever. Probably get canceled for that. How dare you not take that to that guy? Could have, should have, didn't. Sorry. Yeah, I always stop for that crap because I've had that. God, I hate freaking flat tires and shit. Man, this thing's moving. Does anybody know what storm motion's supposed to be today? Do any of you guys know? Crown Vics are actually very comfortable. The seats, I love the seats. I wish you could take those seats out and put them in anything else. Yeah, I like the new Explorers, Don. I just don't like the seat. You know, those new ones are a terrible vehicle for anybody that doesn't either have a credit card or the ability to fix them themselves, because they can really screw you. But if you can fix them yourselves, it's okay. It's not that they have a lot of problems, it's just the problems that they do have are expensive. I am totally pulling out in front of this guy because I took my foot off the brake. Sorry. Sorry. I totally cut you off. That's my fault. Get over it. Oh yeah, and then the beeping inverter. Some of you guys might remember from the past, the frickin' inverter that never stops beeping. So give it a minute. I'm sure it'll start up again. I gotta get rid of that. See, this vehicle is still set up from when everything that I ran was like 120 volts, and now everything that I run is 12 volts, so I don't use the inverters anymore. Yeah, the Crown Vics were nice. I tell you what, you know, the Taurus basically replaced the Crown Vic, and what a disappointment. I'm flying. I don't have a radar detector. I gotta slow down. I'm doing like 75. Holy shit. I just like how these two-wheel drive Tahoes drive. Like, they just drive nice. It feels like you're driving a car. Like, they do the corners real nice. That's what I don't like about, you know, you get a truck and you put a lift and big tires on it like I do all the time. It really takes away the ability to be nimble. Yeah, that Jeep they're solid, man. I tell you, those older late 90s, early 2000s are solid. Thanks, Corey, for your super chat. First one of the day. Yeah, they don't make the Taurus no more. Yeah, the Taurus, you feel like you're sitting like on top of the car. The seat's too far forward. Like, I don't think the Taurus would have a problem, Matt, if the damn seat went, like, the seat needs to slide back like 2 inches. If it would slide 2 more inches back, I think it would be so much better. So this storm's kind of racing off to the northeast. I wonder if this is going to cross our warm front and take a dump. Now we officially have a thunderstorm. Remember, I heard thunder, so... Oh yeah, the Caprice. I always wanted one of those, but man, they're tiny, I think. I've never sat in one, but they're small. Those are fast cars, though, I tell you what. Yeah, Chris, I'm not surprised. I've owned many new cars and many old cars, and I can tell the difference between quality, that's for sure. Seems like 2014-ish is when everything just went downhill. But hey, thanks for joining, everybody. We are live on Facebook, Radar Omega, and YouTube. You can download the Radar Omega app if you want to follow along with this with me here. You can also download the Cycrad app if you know Radar Omega is just not for you, or you know, times are tough and you need a free alternative. The makers of Radar Omega have also made Cycrad. You can download Cycrad for free if you would like to. Stream goes there as well. Come on, car. Dude. Hello. Oh, I don't know who that is, but all right. Anyway. Oh, we had another super chat in there. God dang it, I missed it. Sorry, I'm always missing these, especially when I'm not used to the vehicle. I tell you what, though, it's weird chasing in this. Like, I haven't actually done a proper chase in this truck for... Well, I think the last severe weather was, because there was winter, but I think the last severe weather in this truck was late January of 2024. It's been over 2 years. I kind of miss it. I don't know, it just feels, I like it. A lot of memories in this thing. The reason I'm driving this one is because it is the only one that I have that's got lights on it, 4 tires, gas, runs and drives, and is equipped to chase without a problem. Well, it has a problem, but I wasn't comfortable driving the other Tahoe because it's having that misfire issue. I didn't want to burn up the cats, make it any worse for me or anybody else. So we're just playing it safe. If this wasn't so close to home, I would have figured something out, but it's 3-4 hours away. Kind of obligated. Plus, it's a moderate risk. Pretty sky out here. They have not issued a tornado watch yet, but they're supposed to soon. There's a mesoscale discussion out saying that there will be one soon. No, Patrick, I only have 3 tires, and I had to pick one car to put the 3 tires on.
Tornado watch just came out. It's for 70, 60. And the storm motion on that one cell was north-northeast at 29 knots.
All right. Let's Seems like it's going fast. I wonder if it's going to cross the warm front. I'm just trying to go up to the northeast to stay on it just in case.
Copy that.
Kind of trying to play that game right now of staying in the middle. Yeah, they literally just issued the tornado watch. Like, it just popped up on Radar Omega. Okay. So it says tornado watch issued. Southeast Iowa, northern and central Illinois, northwest Indiana, northeast Missouri until 11 p.m. Central Time. A few tornadoes and a couple of intense tornadoes likely. Scattered large hail up to 3 inches. Scattered damaging winds to 75 miles per hour. Mean storm motion vector is 250 at 30. So 250 degrees at 30. So kind of sort of northeast at 30. So, all right, tornado watch storm motion is 30 knots. So that's our average today. So we can work with that.
Copy that. Noted.
Anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. Should be an interesting day. Yep, tornado watch just issued within the past few minutes. That son of a bitch. That is a big fucking deer. We're gonna... Hey, I don't have your non-emergency number. It's a deer in traffic that needs to be put 1042. It's on, it looks like 12 near North 1800 Road. I'm not from here. I'm just looking at the Google Maps. Yep, and I'm just it's in the eastbound lane, and I'm just maybe about a half a mile east of it. Yeah, it's still in service back there, I think. It's right in the middle of the lane. It's kind of a hazard. I nearly hit it. You can't really see it coming over the hill.
Okay, so you said what road is it?
My map shows 12, which also shows as 2200 North Road. Yep. Yeah, it's Vince Welty. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one. Yeah, you too. Okay, anyway, if it were after dark or there weren't people around, probably would have just got out and shot the thing, but hopefully they can take care of it. I could have done the helpful thing and taken it out of the road. You're right. But I'm not a veterinarian. The deer probably weighs 250 pounds, okay? And also the proper thing to do would have been for me to pull out my Glock and shoot it. But unfortunately, I'm not in a position to do that at the moment. We got to stick with this storm. So I'm sorry that I didn't do the right thing. I'm sorry that I called law enforcement to make sure that it's dead. I'm sorry that I reported it. You're right. I'm such a terrible person. Like, remember, it is not my job to clear the roadway for people. Although I do that, and if you actually back up the live stream, we just took a board with nails out of the road. So if you want to come after me and tell me I'm a piece of garbage, that's fine. Go ahead. Good luck. It ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna stick, man. Like, I don't think you've ever pulled a dead weight deer out of the middle of the damn road, like on a busy road. I mean, I have lights, but I mean, You're really gonna come here and criticize me over that? Like, come on, dude. That ain't right. And you know it ain't right. You know you're not in the right on this one, man. I don't know how much a deer weighs, but... This storm's almost starting to look kind of multi-cell cluster. I don't know about this storm, guys. It's looking a little goofy. Anyway, I can't really see any part of this storm. I mean, I'm calling it a storm. I mean, we heard thunder. It is officially a storm. It is severe warned, but it's also... Something's not right about this storm. I don't know where exactly the warm front is. Hold on, I can turn my METARs on. So with Radar Omega, we can turn on the METARs. I don't have them turned on, because if I turn on too much stuff at once, I can't see what's going on. I'm just going north toward it. We're going toward Gridley. All right, so I just turned METARs on. It's 79 in Pontiac. It's 64 up there in Peru. So that means that somewhere between here and Peru, which is roughly 40 miles north of here, is the warm front. If that storm crosses that warm front, and I think the warm front is moving north, I think. I haven't paid any attention today, guys. I really haven't. If that storm moves north and goes over that warm front, it still could hail, it still could tornado, and it still could have wind, but it's less likely. It's going to be less likely to be a strong surface-based storm. I don't know what to think about this one. If it starts turning right, then I'm sold. But it's not. I did also just switch radar sites to Bloomington, and it does look a little healthier there. I was on Davenport. It does look a little bit healthier than I was giving it credit for, so make your own judgments, I guess, guys. Download Radar Omega, make your own calls. But yeah, they did severe warn it, but it's not a high-end warn. It's just 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail, I believe. It's nothing crazy. So we'll stick with this for a while. We have to keep in mind that there's probably going to be other storms. So we may end up ditching it. Like, that's why I was saying, guys, if this thing starts getting away from us, we'll want to ditch it. Or if it looks like it's not going to do anything, we'll want to ditch it. Yeah, Illinois is pretty good storm chasing terrain, honestly. Obviously not so much northwest or northeast Illinois, but the rest of Illinois, yeah. Northwest Illinois is just a bunch of trees, looks like West Virginia. And northeast Illinois is just all urban, so you can't do anything with that. Watch out for the birds. We are definitely live on Radar Omega. Do you have the Storm Chaser layer turned on? That's kind of a new update. If you go to the menu, there's a thing to turn on Storm Chasers specifically. Did you say something?
Yeah, they upped the hail to 1.5 inches, and it's moving northeast at 35 miles an hour now.
Yeah, I mean, I like the shape it has on coming off the other radar, but I would imagine it's going to have to either turn right or just cross the warm front and be done, because it's got to be close to it.
Yeah, I would agree.
Aiden, are you guys still back there, or did you get kicked out yet?
I just hit the road. They left a little bit before me, but I'm having severe stream issues, so I'm trying to get those figured out.
I feel that. Thanks, Candy, for your super chat. New Lenos? I have no idea. New Lennox? I don't even know where that is. I have no clue. I'm almost to Gridley. I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know. I don't know what anything is out here. So just sure, maybe. I don't know. One of you guys probably has a better idea where I'm at than I do. It's close to Joliet. Yeah, beats me, man. No idea. Hang on a second. We might have. The audio. Is the audio still good now? Probably lost it for a sec there. We good? Is the audio still good? Yeah, that might happen a few times, guys. It's the way that this switch thing is set up. So that's going to happen a couple of times. Okay. Tammy the farmer. Thanks, Tammy. Or rancher, whatever she is today. Severe thunderstorm warning has continued on this for 1.5 inch hail, 60 mile an hour wind. Pterodactyl. Jesus, we got a literal dinosaur here. Holy smokes. I've never met a dinosaur. It's probably Brady's alt account. All right, Gridley. I don't know if I've ever been here or not, but it looks great. Anyway. If you're from here, it looks like a great place. If you're not, you ain't missing much. All right, a right and then a left, I think. Hey, there's a Dollar General. That means we've got a pretty good shot at a tornado. Just kidding. Statistically has nothing to do with it, but typically these Dollar Generals are somewhere near tornadoes. Be Ford Street, which is 16. Thanks, Lisa. The tablet is mounted a little bit more center in the vehicle on this truck, so it's a little easier to read the chat. All right, we're going toward Flanagan. Wow, that's a hell of a name for a town. Flanagan. You guys remember last time I said that about, what was it, Pete's? Or no, Fleming. It was Fleming. Fleming, Colorado. Remember I said something, I was like, oh my God, who names a town Fleming? And there was this guy in the chat that went nuts. He's like, that is so disrespectful. You're so rude. And I'm just like, oh man, dude, take a joke. That guy totally lived in Fleming. I mean, I just thought that was a bad name for a town. Like, it sounds like an illness. So does Pete's. Sounds like a rash. Like, what, you know, like, what's wrong with you? I got the Pete's. You know, like, it just sounds terrible. Some of these town names. There's just some interesting ones out there. This road takes us up toward Flanagan, which is where the storm is right now. I don't like that I'm a little bit behind on this storm. That makes me a little bit uneasy, but I think we're going to be all right. We're catching up good. Thanks, Carrie. Pedal, car, pedal. Dude, you pulled out in front of me. You got to pedal harder. God dang. I hate when that happens. Like, you got to pedal hard if you're going to pull out in front of someone. Right? Like, that's the right thing to do. You're going to cut somebody off, you got to at least floor it. I thought that was like standard procedure these days. Maybe not. I just missed that one. There was another super chat, but I missed it. Sorry. I think I got every other one, though. I will see them at the end, though. When I'm done with streaming, it sends me an email telling me what all the super chats were and what they said and everything. So that's the little updraft base of our storm over there. If I had a roof camera right now, you would see me turning the camera that way. I mean, I do, but it's a pain in the rear. So that's the storm. Sort of. It ain't much, but it is a start. So I don't know if this storm's, like I said, guys, if this storm continues just going northeast and it doesn't really like attach itself to the warm front or stay on this side of the warm front, you know, it's probably, oh my God, lightning. Anyway, it's probably going to crap out. But that's not, the day's not going to be over. This tornado watch goes all the way back there to Mount Pleasant, Iowa, or Fairfield, Iowa. Oh my God, we have reached 10 super chats now. Thanks, everybody. I missed a bunch of them, obviously, but it's the thought that counts. We're pretty much caught up to this thing, so we can be mostly visual now. So that flat deck of clouds right here, that flat cloud deck, that's the updraft base. That's where all the warm air is going up is entering the storm, and it's condensing our clouds. And so we've physically made contact visually with the. That totally makes no sense. We have visually made contact with the basically ground zero of the storm here. So if there were to be a tornado, it would be somewhere under this updraft base. We would see a lowering. It's a little bit high based right now. We would see that wall cloud or a lowering or something. We also would have big hail potentially in the updraft, but a lot of the hail would be just a little bit to our northeast. But sometimes you get hail in the updraft because what happens is the hail forms, and then it gets caught in the updraft, and it keeps going up, and it gets bigger, and then it falls down. So yes, while the updraft is a rising motion, you can still get hail because eventually, that's just how hail works. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it can't be sucked up the updraft basically anymore, and then it falls down. So we might have that later. So there's a chance at up to 3-inch hail out here today, believe it or not, they're saying. Yeah, thanks for joining in, everybody. This is kind of like, I feel like this is the first real storm chase of the year. Like, I feel like we're chasing a storm now. This is really nice. Looks like it's trying to carve out maybe a little bit of RFD. So you see this clear slot looking thing right here? Man, my fingernail looks disgusting. I think that's trying to be a little clear slot, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm definitely not saying, oh my God, it's about to tornado or anything. I'm just saying it's starting to take on some of those supercell characteristics. I'm starting to think that this thing might be a good one. If it stays in the warm air. But I'm kind of wondering if that's going to happen, honestly. Almost 4 years since we did channel members. God dang. I can't believe that. I remember when I turned it on. Man, those were the days. I miss those days. No, you pull out in front of everyone and then bitch because they come up on you too fast. I mean, yeah, sure. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, however you want to do it. It's no right or wrong way. A free country. Let's go up here and take the state highway. These windshield wipers are not great. Definitely not great. So once we use them a little bit, I think they'll clean off a bit. I don't know. They haven't been used in a while. And give me a little bit of a break on the signal today, folks, because, we don't have all the connections we normally would, and the Starlink is inside the vehicle, which is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Man, oh man, if this thing's I can't tell if this thing's turning right or not. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. I kind of want to be right on it because, I'm in the vehicle that I'm not used to. I'd rather be right on it versus falling behind. Holy cars. Oh my God, there's a little tiny RAV4. It looks like Daniel's there for a minute. I was like, oh my God, it's Daniel. It's not Daniel. There's another RAV4 that's the same brown color that Daniel has out here that I see from time to time, and it's got a little antenna on it. And every time I see it, I'm like, oh, it's Daniel, and then I forget it's not Daniel. Wow, look at this. I know you're having problems back there, Aiden, but this thing is now taking on like Supercell look. Looks like it's got a cut on it. I'm right under it. This looks pretty good. This might be a good one. Well, now that you said signal's okay, now it's going to go to hell. Now you've said the words.
Copy that.
All right, here we are, Flanagan. $3.59 for gas. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I've been here before. I remember that gas station. I remember that Casey's. God dang, killing me. We picked the wrong week to be out here. Jesus. It was like $2.89 like a week or two ago when I came through here. Well, not through here, but through Illinois. Yeah, we got decent supercell structure on this now, sort of. I mean, it's nothing great, but remember, like, look at our track record the past few months. We haven't really seen anything that great for the past few months, so this is like a 10 out of 10 because everything else we've seen has been like a 0 out of 10. So, you know, normal standards, this might be like a 4 out of 10, but we're on a different standard right now because things have been kind of lame. You lower your standards when your track record's not that great. It's like, oh man, we haven't done a whole lot. Things have been kind of trash. Well, we're going to lower the bar, basically. Get a little bit farther east and then maybe stop up there by Graymont. Well, I definitely was speeding. We'll see if he pulls me over. No, I don't think so. Definitely need a radar detector in here like the other one. But looks like Highway 116 and then 13 would be a good stopping spot. Like, oh my God, just look how pretty that looks. God, I love that. Hell, I'm going to even up our bit rate. God, it's been so long since I've seen something like that. God, that is so nice. Is it rotating? I don't know. I can't tell. It might be. I mean, not enough to really care, but it could be. I'm convinced you just can't tell when you're moving. It's just not. It's just, I mean, you can, but you can't. That lowering just to the left is where we want to watch. It's got a long ways to go. It's definitely not looking like a tornado producer right now. It's really not looking like an anything right now, but we got to watch it. It's starting to show those signs of, you know, hey, we need to pay attention. Watch out. People pulling over. Oh, I thought he was stuck for a minute. I think he damn near was. I don't think he realized how soft that grass was. Wow, that's almost all mud, too. I don't think he was prepared for that. I wouldn't have been. A nice open field would be nice. I know. I just... Guys, Illinois is weird. Sometimes... Let me tell you this. Like, I'm not a big fan of Illinois because everything's expensive. Like, there's a tax for that. There's a tax for this, right? I probably have to pay a storm chasing tax, whatever. But I'm not a big fan of Illinois, but I will tell you that when it comes to storm chasing, it is really good for chasing because most roads, yes, they may be full of potholes. I get reminded of that every time. They're full of potholes, but they're still roads, and they're not mud pits usually. Right under the base right now. That's why we can't really make anything out. It could be trying to develop some sort of a wall cloud. Yeah, maybe, but that's all. Everything's on top of us right now. You just don't have a good visual. Like, we kind of got to work our way out a little bit ahead of it. We are coming up to a wild card. We got Pontiac out ahead. Got to watch out for Pontiac. Don't want to get stuck in town. Doesn't look like a big town, but we could still get stuck in town. Oh, I should have pulled over there. God dang it. Velocity looks weird. I haven't even looked, honestly. I've just been visual. When you're like right up on the storm like this, usually I don't even bother with radar too much. Let's pull off here. Maybe there's a spot. Let's pull up in front of this guy. Looks like a very nice dude just out chasing his storm, but I don't want to feel like I'm videotaping him all day. There's totally somebody following me right now. I'm going to try to pull off here and not get stuck. There we go. Not super comfortable with people following because I'm not always very good at making decisions and I tend to change my mind rapidly. Okay, I don't know what button number 1 does to me, does for my lights, so I gotta get out and look. I don't know. Okay. Okay, it's the rear only. Okay. I haven't used this truck for so long. I forgot what button does what for the lights. Oh yeah, following me is a bad idea. I make way too many random decisions. Basically what it comes down to is like, if there's storm chasers behind you, storm chasers are pretty good at knowing that, people that chase storms know that the storm chaser in front of them that's doing the same thing they are is probably going to make a random road choice. And like, you can just kind of plan for that. But sometimes you get people that just want to like drive along and they don't know that, you know what I mean? Like slowing down to try to find a driveway, stuff like that. Sometimes they don't anticipate that, and then they get on your butt, and then you try to brake, and then it's nothing that people are necessarily doing wrong. It's just, everybody's got an equal right to the road. I don't want to start that debate again. I'm just saying that I kind of like to separate myself a little bit, just because I figure that it's least disruptive to traffic for me to be driving like an idiot trying to find a cloud away from traffic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm being mean when I say that, but I'm not. I'm really kind of trying to be like, it's just the truth. Like, I'm going to be less disruptive to other people if I'm out just like doing whatever away from people. Tornado? No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Josh. I haven't seen you for a while. We might want to move up here. This thing is still moving northeast, I think. How am I feeling? Honestly, not very good. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? See, I really think that this thing is partially. I mean, it has to be surface based. You know, I mean, it's nice, warm and muggy. I got 69, 69 on the thermometer here, but you know, to me that looks like a surface based updraft base. You know, like just I mean, look at it. Like, it's clearly drawing in moisture from the ground. Like this is clearly a surface based storm. It's got no elevated look to it whatsoever. So we'll probably want to go north to like 27. Signal's kind of sucking again, isn't it? Let's peel out of here. I don't know. You guys think we should stay up on this? I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay up close on this or back off it a little bit to see better. I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. I don't know if we want to get up on this and, or, you know, shit. It's a hard decision. You know, this is kind of the time we got to start making. I think we're going to want to stick close to this because if this thing starts turning east, we're going to want to have a little bit of time to work with it. Because that may call for us to reposition a little bit. We're going to be turning right in a second, so it'll be on camera nice again here. It's starting to shift east, is it? I don't know, I haven't looked.
I think it's starting to shift east a little bit.
Wow.
It's also starting to form a
timing.
little bit of a hook.
Nice. I literally just said that a split second before you did, and I just saw your chat. So the base is coming down. It's definitely lowering. I think it's just, you know, I got 69 on the thermometer right now. I think maybe it's just fighting a little bit of that, but it's definitely going to try here for something.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, this thing's trying, guys. It's trying to do something, but it is a crowded day. But you know what? I tell you what, like, a lot of people on the internet are always like, oh, there's too many chasers. And yeah, yes and no. There's plenty of roads. All you gotta do is take a different road. But you're all right. There are a lot of people out here today. My God. There's a lot of people out here. This is what I'm watching. I'm going to draw you a picture. I'm not going to wreck doing it either. Right there, that's our updraft base. Does that maybe help you visualize it a little bit? It's hard to see, but you can tell with the contrast. Like, once you know what you're looking for, you're like, oh yeah. But, you know, if you're new or you don't know what you're looking for, like when I started this, I didn't have a clue what I was looking at. Like, there's lots of good videos out there and lots of good material out there to learn how these storms work. But it's a different ball game when you're out here in person. Like, it always looks, it's just hard to tell. It's just, once you see it, you see it. Like, it's just a sudden, oh, it makes sense now. It's rapidly trying to form a wall cloud. This thing's rapidly trying to form a wall cloud now. Like, for real too. Not for funsies. We are under a large wall cloud, looks like.
Yeah, I believe it. Higher tilts are showing a really healthy mesocyclone.
Look at the left. Look at the left edge. The tail
makes
building.
Total sense.
Aiden, you're gonna find out how fast that Buick goes here in a minute.
I am on I-55, and I definitely see the wall cloud. I'm approaching your location in probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll be within range. There's some sort of a tail coming down. I don't know if it's actually something or if it's just whatever, but we definitely are getting into a nice lowered base here. So you made it. I'll let you know if anything starts forming here, but I'm going to try to avoid Pontiac somehow. Watch that on the left. I need a name of a town over there. Swygert, Swygert. Let's put that in. Just Google Maps to help us so I don't have to have my eyes on the map. Even though I'm not going to take the route that it probably wants me to, it gives us a kind of an idea. Guys, we got something trying to form here. Aiden, you're farther back. Are you able to see this better than I do? Like, are you seeing anything concerning? Because to me, this looks like a bowl lowering, but I think I'm under it. I can't tell.
Definitely a bowl lowering with upward motion.
Yep. Okay, thanks. I gotta get away from it a bit. All right. Keep an eye on that. I know the reflection from the Starlink is there. As soon as we get to a spot, we'll actually set up a shot. But this thing's trying. I actually could snag on the interstate. Oh no, that goes under. That's okay. We got 27. We got a route. We're good. This windshield's a nightmare right now. Yeah, if this thing plants a tornado, we'll get a good shot set up, I promise. Wow, look at this. Wow, folks. God, just like the old days, manual camera adjustment. So normally I would stop, but we're way too close to town. I'm concerned that we're gonna get caught up behind this thing. That is the roof cam. It's manual too. Just like the old days. Man, what a blast from the past. What are we stopped in the road for? Seriously?
This thing is starting to spin like a top.
Yeah, I'm under it, and we're just literally parking in the middle of the road. It almost looks to me like there's two areas. I don't know which is which. I don't know. I don't always storm chase, but when I do, I park right in the middle of the road. All right, just also for your situational awareness, I am coming into town right now at 55 and then 27, and this is over town, basically.
Copy that.
Tornado, no, just kidding. Just check in, make sure everybody was still paying attention. Hang on, let me manually adjust the roof camera. How's that? That better? Guys, I went a whole year. This is how we used to have to do the roof camera. I know it's crooked, but just look at what we're working with here. I mean, it's a miracle we got anything at the moment. So, God, I can't believe I did this for a whole year. The key is not tightening it too much, but leaving it loose and, but leaving it tight enough that it don't flop around. It's right over us, so we got to get in a different spot here.
I feel like this could probably use a tornado warning at this point.
It's definitely getting close. I'm looking at it on the roof camera, but I'm so close under it. But for a minute there, it looked pretty significant. I'm going to take 27 and then try to go north of town and find a different road just to stay out of it. I don't know if I want to get on the interstate or not. But it looks like, just by the shape of it, I think it's trying to go east now. And if it is, then we've got 114 going east out of town.
Yeah, I just saw it's not even toward possible at the moment.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and issue my own, if y'all watch out. I'm definitely not the Weather Service, and I definitely can't issue a tornado warning. But if I were the National Weather Service and I was issuing a tornado warning, I'm not going to lie, I might be issuing a tornado warning. I'm not trying to panic anybody. They're watching it closer than I am on radar. But just because it's impressive visually doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go nuts here. But there's Reed.
Warning, it's store possible, 2-inch hail, 60 miles.
They must be watching. Aiden's gonna see this thing drop before I do. It's all cloud under here. You just can't, you can see it, but it's just all happening directly above. Just the way that this is, you can't get a damn visual on this to save your life.
The radar's looking very good.
All right, classic Illinois false hope. Here we go. All right, I see 64 or 66 rather. I'm going to get on that. Not that anybody probably cares, but. Anybody coming? Nope, no car. Hang on, you're not going to be looking the right way for a second. We're going to be taking a left and getting back on this. This guy's license plate is Storm. He must be a storm chaser. God dang this thing. There we go. Yeah, I can't wait for Daniel again either. He'd be telling us all sorts of jokes right now. Hey, you remember that tornado that you didn't see that I saw? Yes, Daniel, I remember. You won't let me forget it. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Timing. Yeah, I know the way it works. I know the script. Hey, you want to hear a joke? Timing. Yeah, hey Daniel, you want to hear a joke? What's that? Australia. Oh, that's not funny.